You know those jerseys or those players that get edited on Heat jerseys? Like um, Giannis onto the Heat or LeBron James and D Wade onto. Oh, wait, that's a real picture. But like I said, Giannis onto the Heat. And yeah, now today, Giannis gets drafted to the Heat. So yeah, this edit does come true. Giannis goes to the Heat. As you can see here, first pick. Wow, that was a great transition. Yeah, I'm proud of me for that. But let's move forward. Rudy Gobert, second to the Charlotte Bobcats. This is a great pick because they still got Melo and all that, but they need a center, and so they just got Rudy Gobert, who's great on the defensive end, as we know. Victor Oladipo going to the Sonics, so we got Victor Oladipo and Jimmy Butler in one team. Yeah, could have been a great playoff series if Depot just wasn't injured. But the Heat swept them in the bubble, and yeah, just that series was just straight a wrap from game 1 or 2 on. Hey, Dennis Schroeder gets drafted to the Bucks, so I mean it's great. A German in the NBA, another German with Dirk. The second German in the NBA, I think, at that time, because Detlef Schrempf was in the sim, but like for not long. And then we just got Dirk, and then we got Dennis now, who also just got ejected. I don't know when you will see this, but he got ejected, and when I will release this, it's clear if he was a deciding factor in helping the Thunder to the second round. I don't know that yet. I'm taping this before Game 7, but we'll see. While Robert Covington gets drafted to the Rockets in a swap with the... Was it? I think it was the Jazz. I don't even remember. I don't have eyes, you know. CJ McCollum going to the Nuggets. It's also crazy that CJ isn't an All-Star yet because he has All-Star potential, and I think he could reach that if he was in the East, but like the West is just so packed with players that you just don't know where to go, especially with guards. And yeah, so hope he becomes an All-Star in the near future. Now the 10th pick by the Warriors before we move on to the free agency is Cody Zeller. Wow. Now, as I said, we will move on to the free agency. We got Chris Paul joining the Suns. He left the Hawks now. He left the Hawks, going to the Suns, joining Paul Pierce. Dwight Howard goes to the Grizzlies. I'm not sure if Dwight Howard goes to the Grizzlies and replaces Amari Stoudemire, because Amari Stoudemire was on the Grizzlies, but then went to the Celtics, and Pau Gasol goes to... Wow, Pau Gasol in a Celtics jersey. I don't like that. I shouldn't even think about that. It just makes my brain hurt. Jay Williams going to the Suns, so they got 2 elite point guards to kind your rotations. It just doesn't make sense. Carlos Boozer, Trailblazers, so KD got some help. That's good because KD didn't have help so far. It's not like in the Thunder situation where he got like massive help with James Harden as 6th man and Westbrook as starting point guard and all-star. Lamar Odom. This is also crazy because Lamar Odom going to the Bobcats. You just never expect him to see in a Bobcats jersey. DeMar DeRozan re-signs with the Warriors, and Tyson Chandler goes to the Celtics. So they got 2 centers now. 3, if I'm not mistaken. 2. They got 2. They got Pau and Tyson Chandler. So 2 elite centers. 2K's rotations just don't make sense. They just don't. I don't even know why. This is the worst part about a sim like that. That franchises just make irrational decisions. What just don't make sense. There's another one. Rashad Lewis going to the Bobcats as a power forward, and they got Lamar Odom. They got Lamar Odom too. Well, enough of that. All-Star. We went into the All-Star game February. As you can see, the Lakers are struggling. 31-24 record. But Team LeBron looks good. You got LeBron, you got Jimmy Nelson, you got Kobe, you got Dirk, you got Blake Griffin, who, if you're wondering, are rebranded the New Orleans Pelicans. So the New Orleans Hornets are the New Orleans Pelicans. And the Charlotte Bobcats are the Charlotte Hornets now. So yeah, everything is normal now. You got KD, Team Kevin, with Kevin Durant, Vince Carter, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Al Horford. No notable players probably, but Team LeBron is so stacked. Like you got Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, and Derrick Rose alone at point guard, and Jimmy Nelson. Speaking of LeBron, he wins Most Valuable Player along with Giannis. These are great stats for a rookie. 17 and 6. LeBron got 24, 8 and 8 if you round it. Also 1 block and 2 steals. This is great. So 3-time MVP now. Devin Harris, 6th man of the year. 20 points and 9 assists. 8.5. That's a great stat line too. Greg Oden, Defensive Player of the Year. He got 15 points and 10 rebounds. Wow. I prefer not to speak. Like, he's the best defender in the NBA? What the hell? 15 points and 10 boards. I mean, it's good, but it's not Defensive Player of the Year caliber. I think that, at least. Courtney Lee, 12 points. For him as the most improved. Yeah, 12 points most improved. That's like Devontae Graham level of most improved. Did I just say Graham? It's called Graham. But let's just move on. I'm showing you the all NBA teams just in the background because I don't want to go through all that. We already discussed the MVPs. Already discussed the defensive players who are in there, or the Defensive Player of the Year. Wait, okay, yeah, he was. I was wondering for a second, but he was on the all-defensive first team. I was so confused for a second, but he was. No surprises on the all-rookie first team. Who is Hamdi Ndiaye? I don't even know him. I don't even know Ian Clark. I don't remember them at least. Both are on the all-rookie second team, which doesn't say much. We move on to the Western Conference. The records at the end of the year. We got the Memphis Grizzlies winning the conference, tied with the Pelicans. And 1 game separates them from the Kings. And then you got the Trailblazers at 4th. So KD finally got help and Carlos Boozer, and they converted that to 50 wins. The Clippers then ahead of them, and we got the Timberwolves. Oh my god. The Timberwolves 500 record. You got the Timberwolves and the Jazz having a 500 record and still missing the playoffs. The Bulls absolutely destroyed the league. 68 wins, 14 losses. This is unbelievable. The Raptors and Celtics are in normal. Are pretty much normal. You got the Pistons. The Pistons are the sixth seed, I think. Yeah, sixth seed with LeBron, defending champions, but they always struggle in the regular season and then turn up in the playoffs. It was like that last year. Also, now we'll move on to the playoffs. So we got what kind of pass was that? That was the stupidest pass I've ever seen and the worst pass I've ever seen on the NBA court. While the Detroit Pistons are the NBA Eastern Conference champions. We just talked about them, and I just said they always turn up in the postseason. That's just LeBron's nature. He just always carries on and just goes through. And they win it against the Bulls. Yeah, Bulls. I was confused for a second, but they win it against the Bulls. Eastern Conference champions now. So the Pistons win the East, as I just already said, but I was interrupted by some people. So now we're continuing this. It's also crazy, like Steve Kerr is also fortunate in this sim. As we just see the Trailblazers probably winning the Western Conference. So we got KD against LeBron James. The David Stern in me is pleased because, as I said, this is marketable. This is not a young Kemba Walker and a young Paul George against LeBron James who would have just been destroyed. This is a mature Kevin Durant with a great supporting cast, or solid supporting cast, I should say, who are now advancing to the NBA Finals along with the Pistons. So it's Portland versus Detroit. This is odd. This is odd. It's a bit like Liverpool and Manchester battling for the title in the Premier League, because both are not just I mean, Portland is a nice city, but it's not like Los Angeles or something like that. I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. Also, if I want to continue my last sentence about Steve Kerr, he was fortunate because he won like 4 NBA champions as a coach from the Pistons, as a coach of the Pistons in this sim. I think like 4, and then already 3 with the Bulls, and 3 with the Bulls, and so 4 with the Pistons as a coach. And now they will meet the Trailblazers. Wait, no, it's 3. He got 3 champions, 3 championships. Man, my voice is. So the Trailblazers advanced to the finals against LeBron James, against Steve Kerr, who got 3 championships as a player and as a manager, coach, whatever you want to call it. And here we see KD hoisting the trophy for the Trailblazers. I need to show his stats quick because he got 46 points and 11 rebounds in an elimination game. This is crazy. So now you see the NBA playoff bracket here right now. So we got no surprises here: Spurs, Clippers, Kings, and one surprise is there. The Pelicans win the series in 6 against the Lakers. So the Lakers are pretty much falling off right now. The dynasty is probably over. 7th seed. They reached the finals in 2007 and 8, in 2008 9, 9 10, 12 13, 11 12, and not now because we're in the 13-14 season, but yeah, the dynasty is pretty much over. So we got in the East the Bulls, the Sixers, the Pistons, and the Heat. I'm pleased, to be honest, with this. The David Stern in me was pleased with the first round because we got all marketable teams out of the first round, maybe except the Celtics, but they faced the Pistons, so it just isn't as bad. Now we got the second round. The Trailblazers won against the Spurs with Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. The Kings also won and advanced to the conference finals. We got the Bulls sweeping the Sixers. and the Pistons gentlemen sweeping the Heat, and then the Heat, obviously fell in the second round, and the Pistons advanced to the finals in 5 games against Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose, and Dwayne Wade. And the Trailblazers also advanced to the finals, and that's how we got here to the NBA Finals. Trailblazers versus Pistons. This is a series, and Game 1 was a blowout. I can tell you that already. It's like 110 to 95 for the Pistons, but the Pistons are in trouble here. They're up 2, but they're trapped. And KD passes it around to Aziku, slams it home. Slam dunk. Yeah, ignore that rendition of Chick Hearn, but Chick Hearn probably just turned in his grave, while Carlos Boozer also slams it home. So you got 2 co-stars here. You got Carlos Boozer and Kevin Garnett, who just makes the layup here, and gets it to a 4-point game, which is interesting because you got 2 big men. So pretty much still the old style of the NBA, but these guys can shoot threes, and the games are simmed this season. Steph hit the shots from the logo and all that, so it's still not as revolutionized as it's now, but we still got them occasionally shooting great from the logo or something near that, like a couple feet behind the line, while Steve Nash got the ball here, up 4. It isn't as close as it was like 40 seconds ago, but it's still a finals game, so we jumped into that. 4 seconds, OJ Mayo. This could have been the dagger, but he misses the dagger, while Ryan on the perimeter sizes up for a 3. He misses 2, and OJ Mayo got the ball now, and the Trailblazers don't foul. And I just wanted to look if I recorded, but I did. As you can see now. But the Pistons win the game by 126 to 122. And they also win the series. What a transition that was. And what a pass from Corey Joseph. That was a great pass. I don't even know. Was it behind the back or between the legs? And he should have made that. That would have been a great sequence, but the Pistons are up by 19, and the Pistons will capture their 3rd championship in a row, which makes them a dynasty. So you got LeBron James, his first dynasty. His first was in real life with the Heat. His first here is with the Pistons, and it's his 3rd ring, and his finals record is 3-1. He got one with he got one with the Heat. No, wait, what am I talking about? He got one with the Cavs. He lost in the finals in 2008 against Kobe and the Lakers, and then he won 3. 2 against the Lakers with Kobe, and 1 against KD and the Trailblazers. So nobody can say he didn't have competition. He had to go 2 times into Game 7s against Kobe and the Lakers. This was a Game 5 series, but only Game 1 was a blowout, along with Game 5, obviously, but Game 2 and 3 and 4 weren't blowouts, but I just couldn't have jumped in because, honestly, I missed it, to be honest. LeBron James wins Finals MVP, as we could just see here. Steve Nash captures his 2nd NBA championship. So Dirk in 2007 and Steve Nash both got championships. That's a great ending. We got LeBron James winning the MVP, Finals MVP to be honest, but he also won MVP, 30 points, 5 games, 42 minutes, one rebound, 1 offensive rebound, 8 rebounds, 12 assists, and 3 steals per game, also 2 blocks, and 2 turnovers. But with this stat line, I'm gonna say bye to y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video. I added some music for the first time. I don't know if this works. Hope it does. I don't even know, but we'll just see. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you watched till the end. And yeah, part of the 2015 season will come soon. And yeah, bye. See y'all next time.